Welcome back, my fellow Vikings, to more Valheim time, and welcome back to more, I would say, iron mining. We left off last time on a game plan. A decision was made that this week we'll be doing a ton of mining for iron, and we made ourselves a little outpost, and I was actually really excited to get started. I definitely need to circle back and make another portal. I'll do that on my next visit back to camp, because the thing is, I'm almost out of pickaxe again, so I'll need to go and repair stuff anyways. But I may not even need to go back to camp and make a portal here, because one big thing I was thinking is I think we almost have kind of enough iron. You know, if I'm giving responses like that, then I don't think I am. I don't think I have enough. If I'm over here justifying my responses, then it probably is not enough iron. Okay, so we cleared out that crypt. We have a crypt that's over here. Oh, actually, it's over here. Ah, yes, right. Introductions. This is a Valheim Zero Death video series. And yes, so far it is true. We've gone about 200 something days without dying, I believe. I don't know what day we're on. I think 210. 11? Certainly a long time. We have killed all the way up to Yagluth's. We have yet to discover Yagluth's location. You like that little jumping move I did there? But we will soon find him. One of you guys commented that I passed something that would have led me to him, so I need to circle back to that comment and see if I can find the location. But the biggest problem I've been running into with this series is the constant farming. I know you guys don't see a problem with it. Y'all are just crazy like that. But farming is one of those things that is fun, but not really fun, because it kind of prevents you from doing a lot of the things that could be really fun. Because one, if you don't farm, you run out of materials really quickly. And you need the materials for a lot of fun things in Valheim. That's kind of the endless, repetitive cycle that people are constantly in with this game, is the farming for materials. And if you don't farm for materials, then you can't go on expeditions, you can't go and build houses. You know, it prevents you from doing a lot of really fun things that make the game so fun and unique. How many times can I squeeze fun into this analogy? So once a week, I would say once a week. That's the right way to say that, right? Maybe not. We're gonna go ahead and do a bunch of farming videos depending on the week. So this week we're doing iron expeditions and farming and mining, because iron is needed for a lot of weapon upgrading, armor upgrading, equipment upgrading. Like, I haven't even upgraded my pickaxe to like level 3, and that's why it keeps dying on me. So there's that. Also today, I was thinking about recording, I guess to change topics now, because mining is oh so fun, but I was thinking about recording some Pal World today. I'm kind of nervous. I've seen a bunch of people talk about how grindy it is, and I'm not really interested in a grinding simulator. We already have one. Is this not enough grind for everybody? I feel like it is. Certainly feels like enough grind for me. Oh my god, this scared the crap out of me. The poof of the corpse kind of scared me. Oh my. Oh dear, oh my. That is not enough materials for how much I just mined. That is definitely not enough. Time to head back. I also need to go grab portal materials, because this is ridiculous. It is so convenient that there are like 4 crypts around. Look, 1. I'm just gonna go slow. 2. 3. 4. They're literally all kitty corner to each other. I couldn't have actually planned that better if I had a PC and I was able to spawn things in. Like, that's how conveniently lucky I've been getting. What do I need for I think I've got enough. Oh gosh, I really hope I have enough Grey Dwarf eyes. I swear I picked up like stacks and stacks of Grey Dwarf eyes. While we're running through the forest, we'll just go ahead and snag these bad boys. But I think the biggest issue I'm running into is fine wood. It's the only thing I think I keep coming back to. And finally, now that we're sleeping, we can finally drink from our giant sippy cup, which I continue to forget to do. It's when I know that this might be obvious, but when you play video games, I'm I mean, I don't ever drink water and I forget to do it all the time. Day 212. Day 212. 212 days in Valheim. Boy, does the time fly. We only have those 2 crypts left, but even after we get those 2 crypts done, I'm thinking that we might need to go forward a little bit since I don't have to build like any sanctuaries or anything, like a safe haven like I did last time. That safe haven took a really long time to build, let me tell you. All right, we have what we need. Let's get out of here. We've got some crypts to finalize. Smelting all of this is going to be literally the worst thing in the world. It's just gonna take so long. I forgot Surtling cores. Of course I would forget Surtling cores. Shite. Okay, there are a ton of crypts that are pretty close by. Oh, that's awful. All right, I put all of my portal stuff and ship stuff in a chest up top. So hopefully I don't forget that. We'll go over and we'll get some crypts, some Surtling cores. It shouldn't be that hard. And maybe there will be a Surtling core spawner nearby. Okay. This might sound pretty much like a big baby that I am, but I don't want to kill any of the Surtling core spawners, only because the minute I do, I have to do their raids. And I remember doing their raids. They're not hard raids. They're fine. But man, they just don't stop coming at you. They're so annoying. So a part of me is like, well, if I just never destroy a spawner, then I never have to worry about it. That's kind of how I look at it. At least we have more pickaxe. Okay, well, I still have so much of this crypt left for some reason. Okay, this is what I was looking for when I was saying we need an abundance of something. Look at this beautiful chest. I need this entire chest filled with iron. I don't actually think I've ever owned that much iron in Valheim before. At least not at one point in time. Okay, let's go. Back we go. My abominations should be respawning soon because there's an abomination that spawned right near the little mini base I made, the little mini swamp base I made. I also forgot myself some fire arrows. Again, I think on the way back, I was literally like, yeah, the last trip we made back to camp or to base, I was like, yeah, I'll make sure to grab those. Yeah, I won't forget. Yeah, I'll remember to grab everything I need. Nope, was not the case. I forgot literally most everything. I think that this is good to go and is good as cleared out. Oops. We have one more. Gosh, I'm so disoriented. We have one. Oh God, now I really can't see anything. Where's that other crypt? Right there. Look, a little convenient path laid out just for me. Day 213. Day 213. Alrighty, 230. I was pretty close. When I started this episode, I was pretty close to guessing the days. All right, back to mining. All right, we're almost done with this one. Now we're gonna have to make the long trek back yet again. Not before looking at our amazing chest of iron. Holy crap. I've actually never had, again, I've never had this much iron in one spot before. It's honestly like super reassuring in a way, because now I don't have to like worry so much about potentially running out of crafting materials stuff. And again, iron is used in so many things. I can actually feel confident upgrading all my padded armor. And now I can actually make like aesthetic stuff. There's iron gates that I can make. There's like, I think iron posts and wall mounts and cool things like that where I don't have to worry anymore. I'm gonna need a bigger smithing chest. That's for sure. On our way back. Oh, actually, yes. Before we make our way back, we have to find a crypt with Surtling cores, and I think there is one on the way back. Here we go. Come on, crypt baby. I need some Surtling cores stat. I cannot believe I forgot my Surtling cores. Wait, I think I found something. Nope, it's just a chest room. Wait. Okay, there's one. Can we get another? Can we get another? Boom. Okay. Whew. I was feeling a little nervous there for a second. I only needed a couple. Home, sweet swamp home. I still have to make the entire journey back to... Oh, geez. I have to drop a bunch of stuff off again. Gosh dang it. I still have to run all the way back anyways, but hopefully this will make this overall trip easier again. I called this one Sunken Crypts, like SCs for short. I was thinking about making it an empty portal, but I think I want to be able to come back here like frequently. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna need a portal, so I don't really want to get in the habit of taking them down yet. Okay, I can actually collect more than I thought because I didn't realize that I had made a workbench that could actually fix my pickaxe. Not the nice pickaxe, only the crappy pickaxe. But I feel like that's enough to get us done with this crypt. And then we can actually sail all the way back. I don't want to have to run all the way back to base just to fix and repair the iron pickaxe when this will do just the job. Then this will do the job. Okay, well, I thought this pickaxe would get the job done, but it seems like it's already almost out. Okay, I actually think it did get the job done because I believe that this should be done now. I think we could start making our way back to real oh my god, hello. Okay, can you let me exit? Thank you. He actually, for like a brief second, really did scare me. I don't even know why I let him scare me. Oh, wow. I really wish I could see. Should we see if there's any others? I feel like there is a lot of other crypts. And it only makes sense. Oof, we're almost out of food. Yeah, let's see what other stuff this swamp has to offer. Let's see if it's got any other crypts nearby. Maybe we can kind of milk it a little bit because so far an entire chest of iron is really good. But if I can make it like a full chest of iron and maybe fill the bow with iron, that's also kind of the strat here. I mean, it does make me pretty nervous to be wandering around in the swamp. I mean, I could run into an abomination. Oh, or this. Or a phantom. I mean, so far, I'm only seeing the end. Ooh, I should not fall, but wow. Look, it's another, I'm actually gonna ping that. I think it's right here. I'll just call them islands. I'm not seeing any other crypts. Oh, I have a Wraith trophy? Guys, we really have to make room so I can make a badass trophy room. That would be so cool. Wait, I think I'm seeing another crypt. I'm seeing something green. Oh yeah, that's a crypt, all right. This is so cool though. The shed of a skin of a Wraith. I guess that makes sense. It makes sense that you can get a Wraith trophy because you can get a trophy in, okay. You can get a Wraith, you can get a trophy in really anything. I'm honestly just so happy that I managed to find another crypt that, another swamp that had as many crypts as our first one. Look at that, day 214. Day 214. I feel like we've spent like 4 in-game days just mining. It's a little mind-numbing. No, it's kind of a twisty sentence there, but I think this might be our last crypt. I don't know if I'm gonna empty it because for future videos, we'll have to come back and do some iron farming anyways. So it's nice to leave something for us to be able to do. Plus, I mean, an entire chest full of iron is still pretty impressive. Not to mention all the other goody goods that we've got, that we managed to get. We've got rancid remains. We've got the trophy of a Wraith. I've got more Surtling cores, a new portal. Wait a second. Wait a gosh darn second. Guys, I found another crypt. What the hell? Oh, that's just really unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it's another swamp crypt, but look, I can't even get in it. Sometimes I feel like I'm the luckiest Viking. And then I also sometimes get the feeling that I'm extremely unlucky. Because there was a perfectly good crypt right next to my swamp base that I cannot even access. Okay, time to start hauling everything back. All right, S, C apostrophe S. Let's do it. Let's go. I only had like room in my chest for one more trophy. I have so many trophies. So first what we're gonna do is bring all the other minor little tiny things back before we end up just setting sail. I also need to grab a motor's perk so that way we can travel as fast as the wind can carry us. Watch, Valheim's gonna be like, oh, you know what hasn't happened in a while? You, my friend, have not been raided. And I'll be like, you're right, Valheim. I haven't been. We can keep it that way. But it always happens when I'm literally putting stuff away, so who knows? I'm also nearly out of food, so that's gonna be a problem here in a little bit. How is it that I'm also out of space in my treasure chest for treasure? You know what? We're gonna need some money, pals, because I need to put the money somewhere. Okay, that's a good place to put the money pile. We'll also do like little tiny money piles. I'll destroy them when I need them, but I mean, for now, I just need to start making some room. All right, do we know which one goes back home to the... Oh, Odin, duh. Great name, actually. All right. Motor. Black wings across the... No, I wanted to take your perk. Activate power. Thank you. How did we go from like being this tiny little Viking wimpy wimp to this Viking... like, I would say we're more like demigod at this point. We're not full god. We're more demigod. But how have we gone from where we were to here? It's just such a cool progression to see. We got to be a little careful because I do remember that the abomination spawns here. And one thing I brought up at the beginning of this episode was that it spawns like right here. It's been a little while since I've seen it, and it's been like 3 or 4 in-game days. So it should be coming around here in a second. Wonder how we're gonna get our boat out. Oh, this is a nice little dock. I think this should be a great place for my boat. I am a little nervous. I think I'm gonna accidentally... Oh God, please don't break. Oh, that did not sound good. Can I repair? Okay, whew, freaked me out for a second. It's gonna grow to be dark here soon, and you know what happens when it gets dark? The chances of a serpent spawning with the darkness and going through the ocean is quite high. So I'm wondering if oh my God, this is going to be agony. Oh my gosh, do I have to bring 1 stack back at a time? This is actually going to be agony. You know, before I load up this entire boat, we probably should sleep and come back. It's always something. I don't want to sleep with all the iron on the ship and then come back and then find out that the whole ship is gone. I don't think that's how it works, but I don't want to leave it up to chance. All right, we finally get to sleep in a bed after what, like 4 days of hard work. Oh, how I've missed you saying good morning to me, game. Good morning to you too. Day 215. Day 215. Hopefully our ship is still there. Ship confirmed to be still there. Whoa. Don't ever do that again. I cannot believe we have to take a stack back at a time. You know what I didn't even think of? Unloading all of this iron is going to be the biggest pain in the butt ever. Because I don't take the ship all the way into the dock area. Okay, this is literally the last of it, and we're getting the heck out of here. I'm not gonna lie. The lack of food is making my unease a little bit more uneasy. My stress being a little bit more stressy. But I have to have faith in the motor perk, right? I feel like the motor perk is going to help out. All right. So we need to go... Holy crap. Wow. I have to go all the way around. So let's go this way then. Which is that way. I'm carrying a very incredibly important boat of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dead ahead of me too. How do I get back to my port though, then? Oh, okay, I'm seeing it. Good to know that there's more swamp here though. No. No, 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 no. No, no. Come on, man. This is like the worst possible outcome right now. I'm like stranded with no food in the middle of the ocean, and the mist is kind of going crazy right now. It's the fog, I mean. But it's fine. We'll be okay, right? I just gotta go a little slower than I would want to. I think I need to go back. I can't see anything. This is a nightmare. I can't even figure out what's going on here. Let's just go back the way we came and I guess go even further around. The fog really just had to come at like the best possible time That's so annoying. Okay, I might need to do something here. I might need to go through this channel and go around. Yeah, it's the only place I kind of think is a little familiar. Well, fingers crossed that this lets us go through the channel area. I'm pretty sure it does. Look! It's my other ship! I didn't even know existed! I am so tempted to pull off to the side and actually, like, go retrieve the materials. But a part of me is like, we've lost so much daytime with that little kerfuffle. Just even that little tiny bit totally threw us off course. But I'll have to remember that this ship is still here. You know, I swear that I've come back to my boat before and it's just been completely gone. And for a boat to cost this many materials, I feel like to lose it's a pretty big loss. Even in death, motor still cries. All right, let's get the frick out of here. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes, everybody. Well, it's 5 minutes, but they don't have to know that. All right, home sweet home, everybody. I was feeling pretty nervous. I don't see my lights though. Oh, here we go. Here it is. Before I unload everything, I'm definitely going to sleep and eat. And jeez Louise, this episode take a long time. Day 216. Day 216. Okay, home sweet home, and I managed to get all of the iron back. This has been a long trip, let me tell you. And it doesn't seem like I've got room in a chest somewhere for iron of this capacity, so I think I'm gonna put it in here. But we managed to do it, you guys. We got an entire several stacks of iron, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Especially, I'm especially feeling good as to how we were able to actually bring it all back. So, and you know, as I look at this entire couple days as a whole, it feels like we've done a lot. Those portals that we set up, the exploration we've done, we've set up like 10 mini bases in so many different areas that I was actually running around and jumping through all these portals, and I was like, even though it felt like I wasn't, to me, it felt like I wasn't doing a whole lot these last several weeks. But then when you go back and you go, holy cow, well, this is actually a lot to do and a lot that has been compounded over time. So as always, I'm extremely thankful that you guys are still here and watching, and of course supporting the channel. We haven't even hit like a full year for our channel, my channel specifically, in terms of being on YouTube. I think we should do something huge when we do hit a year on YouTube, but to get as much support in the year that we've not even the full year that we've been here is insane. The amount of growth has been staggering and hard to keep up with, but it's felt really gratifying and humbling at the same time. So I thank you guys again, and stay tuned for the next episode next week, or Valheim's episode next week, as we will, I believe I'm gonna go and search for silver. I feel like that's next on our agenda, but not a lot of things require silver, so we'll see. Maybe it can be a wood farming episode, because I gotta smelt all that stuff. So I'll plan it out. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to check in on those Doodle Wednesdays. I'm gonna boot up Pal World here in just a second, see if I can get myself into it. I don't really feel like playing a grindy simulator, so if I jump in and I'm like, whoa, this is a lot, I might just do another game, honestly. But as always, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.